Shalom, welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This year is entitled Setting Timers Before Shabbat. Shabbat clocks. Is it permissible or not? Someone will say, of course, we all do it. Yes, but not so simple. And it needs some analysis and background information. I thank Alan Wedcliffe pointing out that the Gemara Shabbat, Yudchet, really is the source where the poskim of Moshe, Shlomo Zalman, and others used to discuss this very topic. What do we see in Yud and Aleph? This is part one. It's going to be a three-part series. It's Hashem. Part one, based on Yud and Aleph and Shabbat, says, can we do things before Shabbat that are permissible, and the activity will continue into Shabbat? Can I open my hose, my sprinkler before Shabbat, and it's going to sprinkle, it's going to go ahead and water the lawn, and it will continue into Shabbat? Can I go ahead and put a process where I put the grapes in the vat, where they used to do the old wine presses, and they start seeping already out before Shabbat to continue? Can I go ahead? And they used to set a fire, mar, under clothing with some scents, and it would make a nice smell and give the clothing a nice smell. All of these are processes we start before Shabbat, and they go into Shabbat. And there's two possible issues over here. One, wait, there's malacha going on Shabbat, and my kelim, my objects are working, so to speak, on Shabbat. This is the famous question of shvidat lat kelim. Having my kelim work on Shabbat, is that a problem? And number two, is it a zilzul? Ziluta milsa. Is it not nice that I'm having these things on Shabbat? It's not covered the Shabbos. So this is a fantastic discussion. The Gemara discusses both these issues of shvidat kelim. We paskin that there is no problem of shvidat kelim. There's no problem of having my utensils rest on Shabbat. They can do malacha on Shabbat. I cannot do malacha on Shabbat. I can't have my animals do malacha, but my objects can. And then, so that's not an issue. But where things get tricky is I set things into motion and then they continue and it makes noise. So that's hashma'at kol. Is that a zilzul or not? And I'm having my grinder, I put it into a grinder before Shabbat, into the mill that's working on the water system, and that's making noise in Shabbat. Or I set my clock, the old grandfather clocks, and I set that into motion before Shabbat, and every hour on the hour it makes some kind of a noise. So the source is Gemara Shabbat, Yud Ches. Mitzvah Hashem will continue to see how the poskim have taken this Gemara. Shalom.